CBG News, CBG News. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hi everyone. Well, y'all, it's been a long day. You really have. But we here. It's the weekend, baby. It's the weekend. I'm so glad it is the weekend. I don't know what to do. Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. Tonight is Open Conversational Friday. We're just gonna have an open conversation about we'll dib and dab in a little celebrity gossip news and stuff like that. I gotta tell you guys about the series that I'm watching. Shout out to Trisha Tennell for giving me this give me this. I finally watched it, Trisha, if you're listening in. Hold on a minute, guys. Hey, Miss Sheila. How it going on, my secretary? How you doing? You had a good day today, baby? I hope you had a wonderful day on today, Miss Sheila. How you been? How you been doing? Yes, happy Friday. Cause child, today I just ain't really been focused. I had a decent day. You just have those off days. Where you've been tired. I guess I'm tired today. For some reason, I am extremely tired, but I know why. Thank you for hitting the thumbs up. How was your day on today, Miss Sheila? How was your day on today? This looks better. Oh, it still looks a little. Let me see. Okay, so now, yeah, I think it's just my eyes, child. Um, how was your day on today, Miss Sheila? Welcome in to the ones that has entered in the building. Um, welcome in to the ones that has entered in on Facebook and on YouTube. Guys, I got followings in both of these platforms, and I appreciate you guys for coming in and giving me support. I'm gonna wait a few more minutes for some people to come in, and then we're gonna get it through, y'all. We got a lot to. I'm just gonna talk about different things. You've been working hard. Oh, get you some rest, Miss Sheila. Just like me, I've been working hard trying to keep my kids, keep the house together, and all of that. So I understand. Hey, Trisha, how you doing? How you doing, Trisha? Child, it is cold and windy here in Mississippi, child. I don't know what's up with the cold and windiness, but child, I ain't down for it. I am not down for the cold and windiness. It has been cold and windy, child. When it's cold and windy, it don't make you want to do nothing but lay in the bed and sleep. But Trisha, girl, today I decided I said, let me watch some stuff on Hulu because work was a little bit boring. I was getting real sleepy. So I watched the women what's it called?
Sound so loud and then one word.
The reason why, because you got the remote batteries in wrong.
Oh, the wrong side.
Hold on, y'all. Okay, there you go. So I remember Trisha. This is Jayla saying, "Hey, y'all." Now go. So y'all, okay. So I was watching Women of the Movement. You know the movie that you told me to watch, Trisha. I sat down and watched it today, and I've been watching it before I got on this live. I'm on the last episode. I've been watching it today. Oh, women, yeah, the strength. Let me just say this. Yeah, the women of the movement. You're right. Um, the strength that Emmett Till mama had, and I was just so upset with the uncle because I understand that you get scared and they just say, well, to allow somebody to take Emmett just because of what his wife said. You know what I'm saying? And Carolyn Bryant, she needs to be in jail for obstruction of justice, child, and lying on the witness stand. That, and she still lives today. She's still living today. Um, but my thing is, she deserves to speak the truth. For real, she needs to speak the truth and stop lying. You know you lied on that witness stand. And how they intimidated witnesses. Exactly. Hey, Reese Cup, how you doing? Right. And I would have been like, why? If y'all coming to Chicago to visit family, why y'all just stay in Chicago to stay with y'all family where is no prejudice? You know what I'm saying? You're looked as an equal. You want to go to, but they said when you're used to a certain way of living, that's all you know. And then for them to be intimidating witnesses and stuff like that. I'm like, these people, they talking about something. If you talk, you'll die. I'm like, so you gonna kill me for doing what is right? And you know what? Them two men that killed Emmett, they ain't. I was researching about them, baby. They didn't become nothing. They didn't become nothing. And that store is worth that they claim that he did all this to Carolyn Bryant is worth $4 million, y'all. This little raggedy stove is worth $4 million. They won't let Emmett Till Foundation get it due to the fact, and back in 2021, they did open the they closed the investigation on his case last year, guys, as y'all know, due to the fact that Carolyn Bryant claimed that she didn't say that she lied on the witness stand, but she'll go to hell like the rest of them for lying. That's all I have to say. Like, it's sad how our world still is, but how our world was back then. Even though we were they were saying that we couldn't be slaves, but you was treating us like one, and you weren't using intimidation tactics. They want someone black to buy it. Oh, they do. Well, it's worth $4 million. And they said that could be used as as somewhere where you can go visit and stuff like that. So use it as a civil rights museum or something like that. Yeah, just horrible. Just horrible. Um, and I was just watching this. I'm on the last episode now, I think, and it's a good. If y'all have not watched the Women of the Movement on Hulu, please go watch it. It is a good view. It gives you more of an insight of Emmett Till's mother and how strong and courageous she was. I know, Reese Cup. I know. But yeah, just to know she had that much strength to show her son face. Cause the child, I ain't gonna lie, I cried. Y'all know I'm nothing but a crybaby anyway, but I cried. I cried when they showed Emmett. I cried when they found out that Lord, I just cried. I said, Lord, Monk, this ain't nothing but TV, but this still is like facts of what happened to him. Um, I understand. And like me myself, it's like, why? Like he didn't even get. He was 14 years old, and you treated y'all beat him and stuff like that, intimidated witnesses. I didn't know that it was some more witnesses that was with them, but they had held them in jail. I was like, oh my God, there were men that was in the black men that was in the truck with Emmett, and they put them in jail because they were the witnesses to the crime, so they kept them in jail. And it seemed like the lawyer, he didn't have a lot of, the DA didn't have a lot of balls. I wouldn't have cared if me and the sheriff got into it or not. If these people in jail, we need to go locate them, and y'all need to stop. Me too. That what broke me, Trisha. That broke me down. Because imagine that could have been my son. That could have been your child. That could have been anybody's child. That could have been done like that back in the day due to a lying person that had prejudice in their heart. Because you can't say you're not prejudiced or have some kind of issue with another color if you're lying, like someone had said he whistled at her and he asked her, let me take you on a date. You could have just easily said no. And you could have easily said, and then when you pulled a gun and they ran away, that should have been it. Like, child, she knows she wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. She know she wrong, and she wrong for that. She is so wrong, y'all. That just broke my to see him come off that train when that mom said that's my boy. And then when they showed his face, I was like, Lord, if this is what his face looks like for real, like looking at his face from the picture and how they tried to scope the face in the movie, I seen why people were passing out, child. That is a most derogatory stuff that you could ever see. Child. Exactly. Like, oh, child. It just then they talking about some in the movie. I was saying, this. I know this could be some. If you need counseling, I said that do make you want to hate the other race. It do. Like, don't even deal with them because they lie too much. He didn't say nothing that she said. He said surely did. And then I'm glad that Mamie, she didn't believe her. They tried to break that woman. Then they tried to break the uncle. But the uncle, hey Joseph, how you doing? And I was just so angry. I said, I see why they say if you need counseling, you may need to text this number because I might have some prejudice in my heart. That's how it felt. Like you don't get so angry for the lies, but this is how it was back in the day. The intimidation and all that right there, it makes you mad, child. It makes you mad, and then it makes you want to go kill people of the opposite race. But I ain't doing that. She needs to be in jail for lying. They was going to arrest her, but they said they couldn't arrest both of them because they were parents. So, you know what I'm saying? Then 2 years later, she divorced this guy. So that let you know she knew he was guilty and she knew she was lying. Yes, and like here in Mississippi, they're trying to take away history or black history from the school books. Like, no, like my children need to know about their black history. They need to know where they come from. And maybe starting February the 1st, guys, maybe at the end of my live, guys. And I may have y'all gonna have to hold me to it. Y'all gonna have to hold it to me, child. We need to on my live at the end of my live, just shine a light on some of the greatest people besides Martin Luther King. We need to talk about Medgar Evers, Hosea Williams, all those prominent in the black community that helped pave the way for us to have this freedom of speech on YouTube, to have us to be able to vote and things like that. So in February, guys, y'all don't hold me to me, but I know I'm gonna try to start. I tried for the first few days. Y'all know I'll fall off, so hold me to it. But we're gonna shine a light on some of the people that paved the way for us. All this is February the 1st starts Black History Month. And we should shine a light on our Black history all year round. But February, we're gonna do that. And child, I might sing Lift Every Voice and sing the last day, child. I know some of it. I might sing Lift Every Voice and sing. I'm gonna have to get off the screen because I can't be looking. So I wouldn't have either. Like, I've been like, I'm sorry, but you got to hold your head down when you looking at it. I'm like, why I got to feel live? Why I got to hold my head down? What makes me less human than you? You know what I'm saying? No, I'm good on that. He wouldn't have been guilty if she had lied. She's the cause, right? And that's why she needs to sit in jail, even though we will get the lyrics to you. Thank you, girl. I know some of it now. I know some of it. Just the end part, I don't really know. But I know some of it, child. We're going to shine the light on some of the people that's in our Black history that paved the way for us, guys. We need to shine a light on them. So in February, I will do that after my news and views segment. Look, because y'all know stuff still got to go on in the world that we got to talk about. So yeah, y'all, I'm watching that, and I'm on the last episode, and I'm thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you, Trisha. Right, that is right. Just pure evil, like just doesn't just don't have that much hate in the heart over a race that has absolutely done nothing to you. You just hate someone's color. Think about it. Think about being discriminated because of a color or because of how you choose to live your life. That's why that's why we need to learn how to not be judgmental, to accept people for who they are. And if they are doing it, like, judge people by the content of their character, not their skin, not who they are in a relationship with, not what gender their gender role is. We deal with people by the content of their character. And I'm gonna be honest, we have to learn that. And once people show you who they are and their character doesn't line up with who they trying to represent, then you leave them alone, child. That's it. Leave them the hell alone. That's just simple as that. Don't come half step. Oh Lord, I'm gonna have to get the practices, child. Woo. I'm gonna have to get. I'm gonna have to get to practicing. I know it's lift every voice and sing to earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let every something rise high as the listening skies. I may do need the lyrics. Look. Something at the rolling sea. Then it says, sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. It says, sing a song full of the something has taught us. Something about the new day begun. Let us rejoice. I don't forget. Child. I'm just saying in the first verse that we every Black History program, y'all know we sang these songs. Y'all know if every Black History program we got to We got to sing that song, child. We know you got to sing. Did Martin Luther King Day? You know we had the program Martin Luther King Day. We sang it too. So we definitely gonna sing for the Black History program. We go look. Y'all want to get a Black History program? Y'all want to get a Black History program up? Look, we get up here and talk about our Black history and who paving the way for us and how we feel. We might need to do a Black History panel. A Black History panel, child. You don't remember? I remember some of. I know the first. I know the majority of the first verse. I know it starts off lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our voice rise high as the listening skies. Let us let us rejoice high as the rolling sea. Then you sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Sing a song full of the something has taught us. Something. I promise you, I'm gonna know it. By the time I sing, I'm gonna know it. But I swear I'm gonna know it by the time we get to sing it, child. Exactly. We all should know it because that's our, national anthem. That's really the Black people national anthem. Lift every voice, child. That's if y'all used to sing out the hymn book in the Baptist church. That's one of the songs in the Baptist church books. One of the songs in the hymn book. Lift every voice and sing is in the hymn book. If you ain't you a Baptist person like me, that down deep down here in the South, what we call the Bible Belt, lift every voice and sing is in there. But I'll try to get it together, child. If I can, it may help us not slap a Karen today. Yes, Lord. And a lot of people have it. It's sad that that we still encounter situations like that. You Black people. I'm like, you Black people. Now hold up. Just things like that. Making little snide remarks. Things like that. We don't. The ones that aren't prejudiced or that's been raised to love people for who they are, and the ones that are raised to, and that's crazy that some of them are prejudiced and still want to have our Black babies or adopt our Black babies. That's the sad part about the situation. Don't start. Huh? Girl, tell Jamel because I'm not gonna deal with you. I'm not getting up. But anyway, let's move on to something more positive, child. Anyway, y'all, I know there's been a lot of buzz going on about Tasha K and Cardi B situation. Jayla, just watch whatever is on YouTube. You ain't got to watch change it all the time. Just go look. Go on in there, or you can go to bed. Which one you want to do? Because I ain't hollering. Go to bed then. Well, then go watch YouTube in my room or go to bed. It's your choice. Shoot. I'm not gonna be hollering and getting upset. Well, if he ate who food? That's not my food. Well, it might be. Be all right. Anyway, go on in there. Oh, y'all. Jesus. Just cover me. Anyway, y'all. Tasha K and Cardi B. That she said, watch yourself. Show me what you're working with. You remind me of who did that? Mike Epps on that movie. What's that movie Mike Epps played on with Ice Cube? That movie right there, that tripped me out when he won the lottery ticket, and he no, yeah, and they would call Ice Cube book him, and he had them old women. Them old women was at the beach, and the old women had a shirt on that looked like a sexy body. He was like, "Shake yourself, watch yourself." They were just dancing. I was like, Lord, that's a crazy. That was a crazy. I love that movie. But anyway, um, Tasha K and Cardi B, they they the case finally ended with them. Tasha K owes Cardi B $3.8 million. Um, I just wish that Tasha K would have just took those videos down, issued an apology, and moved on with her life. When you have that much hate for a person and that you can't see beyond, it takes away from your content. I'm gonna just say that. That's why I don't like to beef with people and go back and forth with people, because when you're doing that certain things like that, it takes away from your content and it says a lot about your character. If you know you willingly and knowingly putting out lies on people, and and you won't, like the statement that she issued what the other day, she basically said a whole bunch of nothing, a minute to nothing, and try to put it all on Cardi B. But you have to take responsibility. The jury wouldn't have felt that you was culpable unless they seen that you actually were wrong in the situation. Just because, like, that's why I tell people, just because somebody say something don't make it law. Just because somebody say, "Oh, Monica, she fake," oh, I'm gonna believe Monica fake too. But you don't know that unless you get to know me, and then you take your own perspective on who that person is. If that person ain't told you that they have HIV, if that person haven't told you that they got herpes, then don't take what they say as law, because it could be a hating ass bitch. And I'm just gonna say it. And that's what Tasha K ended up looking like, a hating ass bitch. And you know what I'm saying? It 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 does look as though that Tasha K don't know how to own nothing. If she ever goes through this again with another celebrity, she ain't gonna own nothing. She's gonna just stand behind it. I can't stand behind lies and putting out false truths and false narratives just for views. No, I'm good on. I stick with the four in this chat right now. If it causes me to lose my who I am and lose my goddamn character, no. And no one ain't no, and cause like I said, all money ain't good money, and you making all this money off of lies of tearing down another person. I ain't down with that. I'm not down with tearing down people like that to nothing. Just shreds, putting out lies. She talking about some. She wasn't wanting to kill herself, and she didn't lay in the bed. You don't know. You don't know that. You don't know when you're putting out lies, and people, just because they're celebrities does not mean they are not human. It are celebrities. They go through all different kind of emotions. Look at the half of Whitney Hale. She was on drugs and then she found dead. Her daughter, the same way Whitney was found dead. Hell, she was dead. The same, she died the same way. And then all these celebrities that killing their stuff and stuff like that, just because of people like you. You know, that's for real. Like people like Tasha K that feel like celebrities are not human. And we have to humanize these celebrities to know that they are not God and they are human just like me and you. And they make faults. They faults are just publicized. The shit we do behind closed doors is not publicized because of the fact that we ain't got no stats. But we still human. You know, and I may be wrong for feeling that way, but I just feel like, she needs to take some kind of accountability or play her part, take ownership to the part in the situation. Well, we'll see. We may go over the transcripts, child. But I will say this, child. I will say this. I can't respect someone. I can't respect someone that can't own they mess. They can't own that they the one that they lied. They can't come back and apologize. They just gonna say, you know, throw it off on you. Where if you wouldn't have did this wouldn't have happened. Instead of just standing in your shit, knowing that you was wrong. Like I can't I can't respect. Like that's one of my things. Is like I'm one of those people. If I'm wrong, I will come to you and tell you I'm wrong. But it's people in this world like Cardi B and other people that I have came in to the mix with that, you know, don't never take accountability for nothing they do. Only thing that they take accountability for is nothing. That it's always someone else's fault, or you just say a whole bunch of damn nothing. It says Reese said, and that's the problem right there. She has no morals because Tasha K holds money is above her morals, and that's sad if money is above your morals. Because when you die, hell, you can't take that with you. And when you die, and people come to your funeral, what you want people to say about you? You messy? That you will put any kind of story out about somebody? People wishing death on you because you don't have no morals or self-respect enough to know that, you know, what you did was not okay to a black, to she might be Puerto Rican. I don't know what Cardi B is. She might be mixed with a little black too. But it's not okay. It's not okay to do that to people. To put out lies and manipulate a narrative to for some views to make millions off of a person. If y'all think that girl probably she making about $1 million a year or better. She ain't getting 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, $70,000 views, size 60,000 views. Cause honey, I only get a 30, 40 and it takes me 3 months to get my little YouTube check, but you know what I'm saying? It be all right. You know what I'm saying? And then she got Patreon and all that. So she ain't broke. She gonna have to pay. She probably gonna have to pay. You know, and the crazy thing about it, Cardi, she felt kind of bad that, you know, she had to do that to Tasha K. And Tasha K still ain't took no ownership to nothing. That tells you she ain't gonna change it. She gonna put out some more lies about celebrities. But see, she probably won't put out no more lies about Cardi B. Not on YouTube. I don't think she's gonna try that again. I think that 3.8 million gonna hit her pockets real hard. It's gonna hit her pockets real hard. And she just needed to, I just feel like she just needed to take ownership to her part she played in the situation. If she don't never own, then people are gonna lose respect for her. Like she was almost at 1 million. That girl lost like 30, 40 subscribers. Due to the fact of not taking ownership to nothing. When you know you've been caught up in lies and been caught up in situations where you've been shown to be a liar, you might as well go ahead and own your lies. Don't sit there and people lose so much respect for you because you sit up here and continually to lie. She lost 5,000. Good. Because a lot of people probably felt like she was talking about a whole bunch of nothing. But learn to take ownership for the bullshit you do. And you know, I'm subscribed, but I don't really listen. Like she do some good interviews sometimes. Like she did an interview with Akbar V. She's supposed to do one today. It's supposed to come out. I'm gonna probably listen to that, but excuse me, y'all. But all that fuckery Friday stuff, no, I'm good on all that. Because she's just a mess. Sometimes I just feel like she's just all over the place. And sometimes I could be too, child. But hey, it is what it is too. But then for people to say she's a journalist, she ain't went to school to be no damn journalist. Hell, she's just a damn gossiper, just like my black ass. Hell, She's just a gossiper. She's sitting there stating her opinions. She's a gossip site. That's all what she is. Said when she did that to Jerry, why she lost so many subscribers, she was fake crying. Wow. Why you fake crying, man? When you know you wrong. When you wrong, just own it. Own your wrongness. Some people don't know how to do that. Mom, stop. What? Why? But for real, like, own it. Own your wrongness. It's people in this world that don't know how to own anything. They don't know how to stand in their truth. But they can stand in somebody else's though. Ain't that something? You can point out somebody else's truth, but you can't stand in your own. Mm, mm, mm. That says a lot. But what else is going on here, y'all? Kanye West, y'all, Yeezy, Yee is coming out. Kanye West, guys, and somebody else. I know they were saying that like he's going to be with the homeless. He's going to let the homeless dressing, model his clothing in California. He's gonna allow some of the homeless people to model his clothing that he's got coming out. And y'all, he got some of these shoes that look like alien shoes. That not the Yeezys, but the ones that look rubber. They just came. I don't like how they look. They look a little. They look like alien shoes. I don't like. I don't like. And here in Mississippi. Oh yeah, y'all. Is he gonna pay them? I don't know. I understand. I don't know. He ain't saying nothing about paying them. He just said he gonna let them rock his clothes. It says his clothes look like home couture. It makes sense, right? Well, it is what it is. But as I was stating, one of the have you guys ever heard of Slim Jimmy from they one of the boys that from here from my area. Let me tell y'all something. He abused his girlfriend. And who is rocking it? The people that got his kind of money, because hell, I can't afford that crap. Somebody was like, man, you can get you some music for $1,000. I just got my income tax check now. I'd be damned if I waste my income tax money on some shoes like that. Hell no. I want me some unclouds. And I ain't bought them yet. But I'm gonna get them this year though. Like on clouds like 115, 120, and I don't want to pay that for a pair of shoes, but I pay it for my kid, but I won't pay it for myself. But I'd be damned if I pay $1,000 for some shoes that look like some alien shoes that I know I ain't gonna wear all the time. I think I seen B Love with them shoes on, child. No, I'm good. No, I'm good. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what else going on, child. Y'all know I just get on here and get to being those and telling stuff. Let me see what else going on. Oh yeah, what it is coming out with all them different flavors of ice cream, child. What it is, child, I can't wait. I'm gonna have to go to the store and give me some. Tell y'all how it tastes. Um, um, let's see. Oh yeah, y'all. Okay, so there is a petition that's going around about a little boy, three little boys. They they've been charged with the death of their stepfather. Um, and the stepfather, what they beat the stepfather about was because of the fact that he had raped their sister. So they stomped him to death and killed him. And they are charged. They are saying that they have put these three little boys in jail too. Trisha said she ain't paying $1,000 for nothing, for nothing, for nothing. These little boys right here, y'all. I got to talk about this right quick though. I'm gonna pull them up. It says here there's a petition for free two teens accused of beating their stepdad to death for molesting their little sister. And for their little sister has passed 250K signatures. Um, so these boys, I'm gonna pull that picture up. They beat them, beat this man up, and I don't blame you. You don't touch my little sister. That's what I want my son to be like. Don't touch my sister or hit my mom. Ain't nothing wrong with what they did. That man, he was a sick individual. He needed death. He needed to meet his maker. Because, you know what I'm saying? I feel like a jail cell. Three little boys. Where? Right there. There they go. Oh, there they go right here. I'm on TMZ, child. Those are the three little boys, though. But, like, they don't deserve the death penalty. Um, And y'all know that Kelly Price recently did an interview with I think it was I forgot who she did the interview with. But she was doing an interview and she was talking about R. Kelly and how, she when she used to work with R. Kelly that, like he was very professional with her. They had like well, they young. They might be 14, 15, 16. And it was like a brother sister relationship she had with them. She said it was time that they was at the concerts and mothers used to just bring their children to the concert and they're basically saying like Kelly Price was basically saying these mothers was trying to get their children fame and um child. And so Jocelyn Savage mother got on. Hold on, y'all. Let me find the child. Don't try to get on one of the lives and say something about, hold on. Let me get it. But I'm gonna be honest. I do think that, even though it's sick if he did do it, but the truth is, guys, he didn't act alone. R. Kelly had some enablers. As long as he was giving them money, they didn't give a damn what he did. But they should have been holding him accountable. Holding him accountable. And if the parents knew they selling their kids for fame, they need their ass whooped. Cause and enough amount of money. Yep. There's enough amount of money to sell my child. There's so many people that just out there for money, like child. Now I like money and I like making money. I like spending money, but I ain't never selling my daughter for no money. I'll be broke, baby, robbing Peter to pay Paul. Um, so let me look here and see what. Let me find it. 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 Let me fi Let me Google it. Yeah, let me see what it says. So it says here she addressed the sexual allegations. Let's listen to this. Let's see what she said. I like Kelly Price, y'all. I feel like even though we didn't know where she was this last year when she was sick with COVID and we were worried about her, but she said, "But now I know I'm really side eyeing." Hold on. She said she didn't see no misconduct with no children. She said she seen parents. Listen in, because I don't like this.
So,
listen in.
Having now this was
listening.
Having worked with R. Kelly then, yes, and he was on the road to becoming huge.
This is with
Lou
Mail.
Now, unfortunately, his demise. I'm going to say demise because he's under the jail right now. Sure. So, how was your relationship with him at that time? Did he seem weird? Did he like, your little niece and stuff like that? What's going on?
You know what's crazy? So again, met him at Daddy's house. He had been listening to all the Puff stuff, and he asked him, "Who's that girl you got writing all your stuff over there? Can you get her for me?" So it was Puffy that called me. They were working on something. He said, "Hey, R. Kelly's in town and he's looking for you. You want to come through the session tonight?" I said, "Sure." So that's how we got started.
Right.
And he started flying me out to Chicago to write. Oddly enough, even though he's older than I am by a few years, I took on a very older sister role with him. I was the one in the room if, I felt like he was a little whatever. It's weird. If he was, a little, I'd be like, come on, we got work to do. But our relationship stayed very professional. He never brought anything around me. And people don't believe it, but he never, ever brought anything around me. He never acted weird. He never tried to make a path. We very much so had a brothership, like to the degree where we're working, it's 3:00 in the morning. He'll send somebody out for White Castle, eat 5 White Castle burgers, and then lock the door and pass gas. So I can't, it was like that. It was very much so like that. So I wasn't exposed to any of the things that a lot of people say. Now, obviously, I heard rumors. I heard about different things.
Did you?
So I kept,
at that time?
I mean, I think we all heard rumors. We all heard.
What were some of the rumors you heard?
Well, the rumors were that he liked underage girls. He never had any underage girls around me.
Yeah.
But I knew his wife.
Yeah.
I knew the kids. I had spent time in the house with his wife and kids, all the way down to the last baby. When Drea had the last baby, and she wasn't feeling well, she was tired. I went to Chicago, went to the house, played with the kids, cooked for the kids. She was in bed. So that really was who I was to that family. So I was not exposed to a lot of the other shenanigans. And I think that there was a part of him that understood that if I did see any of that I wouldn't be like somebody else and turn my head the other way.
How do you feel about him being convicted on these 9 counts now?
I think where there's smoke, there's fire. And I would say this, for as far back as the allegations go, and to know that there was a trial that he was acquitted in many, many years ago, that was the behavior that he was partaking in, and he continued to do it. Yes. When I go back to how I was raised, we were always taught that a warning comes before destruction. So
what sickens me is, he didn't do it by himself.
And that's the other thing I'm going to say. So in this business, and nobody really wants to talk about it, in this business, that's not odd. That's actually the culture. It's the culture. And now that I have seen that culture. I've seen mothers bring their daughters backstage.
Well,
and that's the thing that nobody wants to talk about.
That's the dirty part of it.
Yeah.
Is that every victim had a parent who was anxious to help them get into the business.
Get into the business, make some money. And it's unfortunate that young girls, they say that girls are so unprotected. Young women of color are extremely unprotected. And in a lot of instances, I've seen, and I won't even say with him, I've toured with some of everybody. I've seen the mothers come to the shows in twin outfits with their underage children and trying to get backstage. So wow. I think that if we're going to ever really hit that, then you got to go after everybody. You have to go after everybody. You have to go after the people who have helped them.
Sure.
Don't cut a deal with them and tell them if you give me him,
that you'll be okay.
That you'll be okay. Because I'll say this.
Because they're as guilty as he is.
They're as guilty as he is.
If they booked the ticket, if they flew him out, if they picked him up at the airport,
and trust me,
they
did, because he wasn't getting on the phone calling the airline, booking a ticket.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So there were a lot of people.
All right. So, y'all want to listen to some more of her interview, or y'all over her? Let me know. Y'all over her? Because I got some more of her interview. Y'all over her at this point? I think y'all over her at this point. Let's see. So let's see what Jocelyn Savage mama had to say. Since she didn't say nothing, no. But as a mother, I would have been saying something. Hey, Nabel, how you doing? Thank you for coming in. Let me see here. So it says here. It says here. It says here that Kelly Price took to Instagram yesterday to address Jocelyn Savage, who claimed that she should tread lightly when speaking about the families who went backstage to the business with R. Kelly in an attempt to further the music careers of their daughters. So it says here Jocelyn got wind of the interview and wasn't happy with what Kelly Price had to say, and she made an Instagram comment of a repost of her interview. And Jocelyn defended her and her daughter going backstage at R. Kelly shows and doing business with the Chicago native as an effort to get Jocelyn's music career ahead. And at the end of her comment, which is directed by Ed Price, Johnson said, "I encourage you to tread lightly." So according to she clapped back. She said, "I'm going live because if you're crazy enough to threaten me, I'm going to put you out there." She said in the video. She said, "Be really careful about telling me to tread lightly if you're not prepared to back up what you say." She said, in addition to mentioning that she will never keep turning a blind eye to the evil R. Kelly has been convicted of, she said, especially considering she was raped and molested as a child. Kelly's told Jocelyn not to threaten her since you don't know me like that. She says, "I have nothing to deal with what your family went through. I wasn't around when y'all were around. I never stand in the corner of a rapist. I would never stand in the corner of somebody who is violent towards women or children. But it sounds like a hit dog is always hollering right now. I never said anything about your family. The statement that I made was about the industry as a culture, and I can stand on it. Young girls and women, period, have not been safe in this business because they've been preyed upon, and people have known that girls who want a career a lot of times will do whatever is necessary to have one." Let's see. Let's listen to this.
Hey, I'm going to make this really, really quick. And I'm going live.
Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up.
What now? We just sit here and wait? That's all we really can do. Yes, of course. But
yeah,
in here,
how y'all
with
get
this
on the
humidity,
movie, child? How?
I can hardly breathe.
How? All right, y'all. Here you go.
It's really, really quick. And I'm going live because if you're crazy enough to come in. Hey, I'm gonna make.
It won't let me click off.
Hey, I'm gonna make this really, really quick. And I'm going live because if you're crazy enough to come and threaten me, I'm gonna put you out there. Be really careful about telling me that I need to tread lightly if you're not prepared to back up what you say. Okay? I said what I said, and I can stand behind everything that I said. I was raped as a kid. I was also molested. I would never stand behind someone who is doing the same thing. I said what I said, and I meant what I said. I said what I had to say about R. Kelly. He's in jail right now. I also said that I believe that that's where he belongs because where there's smoke, there's fire. But please, Miss Savage, you threatened me, and you told me I should tread lightly. You don't know me like that. You don't know me like that. I have nothing to do with what your family went through. I wasn't around when y'all were around. I will never stand in the corner of a rapist. I will never stand in the corner. Hey, I'm going to make this really, really quick.
Child, I just advised Miss Savage to shut her D mouth, child. That's all I can tell her. It says that we will always talk doing better, but we see things that we're not about to talk about it later. Yeah. I don't know. Like it's beyond it's like beyond us at this point. R. Kelly's where he needs to be. But it should be some more people sitting there with R. Kelly. I'm just gonna say that. It should be some more people sitting there with R. Kelly sitting in jail for contributing to the bad behavior. But see, they don't want to talk about that. You know, a lot of people don't want to talk about that. And it's sad that people will do anything for fame. I ain't that serious. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't, if I don't grow any more on YouTube, but I hope I do. I pray I do. But if I don't, I'm happy with you guys on here. I'd rather have true supporters than supporters that's come every now and then when it's messy or when it's something like that. But I ain't gonna sell my soul for no dollar. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with what I got. You know what I'm saying? But some people ain't like this. Some people will sell their soul for $1. They got to be famous. They got to have their name out there. Like, oh, I can sing, so I should be famous. Just because you can sing, don't mean you can all you are the it factor. You have to be the it factor that is a set above everybody else. Some of us ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Miss T with the T, honey. What's going on? Hey, Miss T with the T. What's the T, honey? Tell me what's going on. Make sure you hit the like button. Thank you so much for coming in. But yeah, like it's so many people that sit around and trying to get famous. I ain't one of them. I ain't trying to be one of them. I'm gonna stay humble. Stay humble. Staying humble will get you where you need to be, and that's straight up like that. But some people don't see it that way, and I feel sorry for them. What else is going on? Lord. I don't forgot I gotta get my stuff pulled up. Sorry, y'all. Y'all, I got to come out with a trailer. I'm gonna try to come out with a trailer tomorrow about what we're gonna be talking about for the next few days. Y'all know it was a bridge that collapsed today, right? Oh yes, y'all. If y'all didn't know about Kendrick Johnson, Kendrick Johnson case has been closed. So, but and I get where their family's coming from. Y'all getting the same. It's stupid to open an investigation. Let me just say that with the same crooked ass people investigating. Where what? Um, Kendrick Johnson case was closed this week. They saying it's still accidental homicide. They're covering for that whoever that boy was, his ass he beat, the little boy ass he beat. They covering from him, and they don't want to. They don't covered up so much, and all that you know what I'm saying. Oh, let's see. I don't. Let's see. Let's see. Following. I think it was up north somewhere. Hold on. Yeah, this was in. Yeah, it says a monster sound. 10 injured. Let me show. Oh, okay. Let me show y'all. Hold on. Let me tell you. I done found it, child. Let me get it up. It says here, monster sound. 10 injured when a bridge collapsed in Pittsburgh's Freak Park. So this is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Pittsburgh. Um, it says here that the bridge in Pittsburgh, Freak Park, broken down, child. Yes. There's so much going on, y'all. So much going on. So much going on. But that's in Pittsburgh. I don't know, Reese Cup. That what gets me, and that's what the parents like. Why are y'all getting the same crooked investigator, same crooked sheriff to investigate the case when they part of the setup too? Get somebody else to look at this case. If y'all see that there was some, because y'all, I watched the documentary. If y'all have not watched the documentary, it raises some eyebrows. Do you hear me? Like, there should have been an open investigation into his death, and somebody should have been charged for his death. Ain't no doubt about that. But they just don't want to do it. But I show sue the town, and I was surely school because, like, even the surveillance videos, like, they deleted out some parts of the surveillance videos and all that. I like somebody did a full cover up, and then when they did the autopsy, his body was filled with newspaper. So something ain't right with that. Something is definitely not right with that. So I hopefully the family one day will get justice. If not, somebody's gonna they may not answer for it here on this earth, child. I say that all the time. I ain't gonna lie. You may not answer for it here on this earth, but you're gonna answer for it right there in front of God. What you have done. That he might have got away with it on this earth, but he won't get away with it with God. And you better know that. He better know that, child. But I hate it for his family. They rallied today, or what it was yesterday. They rallied and about the injustice. It's sad what happened to Kendrick. Yeah, they stole his organs because they didn't want you. Y'all know the reason why. Like, your organs can tell you the time of death. The organs can tell you, you know, what happened and things like that. So they had to exhume this boy's body 2 or 3. I think it was 2 or 3 times. It's crazy. It is crazy. And they said that it was a blunt force trauma by accidental homicide, though. So somebody did something to his neck. So, yeah, it's a very sad situation. I hope his parents get some answers and be able to move on with their life because it's sad what happened to Kendrick. And somebody needs to be held responsible. as well, guys. I guess that's all what I have for tonight, y'all. We just talking 10:30. I'm finna lay down, I guess. But y'all, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to be back tomorrow. And we'll be live talking about what? I need to look into that. Let me see, child. Let me see. I'm about to go now. I can't see. I might have glanced at it, but I didn't look in it. You know what I'm saying? I might have seen the article, but I ain't see. Yeah, it's very popular now too. Says here. Let's listen in. Let's listen into this.
Get this number, but so they don't have Ubers where I'm filming, and I had to call a taxi. So I get this number, but the truck that the van that pulls up is real sketchy looking. But there's a guy in the back seat, right? So when he jumps out, the guy is just standing there. I thought he was getting dropped off, but he's just standing there. He goes, "Get in," and I go, "What?" He goes, "Get in," and I go, "No." And then I look at the car, look inside the car, it's fucked up, the rubber is pulled up from the bottom, there's dirt everywhere, the back seat looked like it's snatched out for a fucking reason. And so the guy in the front seat, the driver goes, "Get in the car." And I go, "Well, I'm not getting in the car." And the guy in the back is like kind of mushing his body towards me to get in the car. And the guy says, "Well, then get in the front seat then." And I said, "I'm not getting in that fucking car. Fuck y'all. Fuck out of here," right? I asked the lady at the front desk, I said, "Yo, who's the guy that gave me this number?" And she was like, "Why would he give you this number?" Yo, this trafficking shit is real, but they got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. Because I ain't Gina, bitch.
She said she ain't Gina, child. She ain't Gina. Gina. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Man, we got to be careful, man. Make sure if you're gonna be out of town, make sure you're out of town with a friend. Make sure you catch your taxis with, I be scared to do Uber sometimes, child. Uber and all that. Child, that's why I rarely go out of town. But if you do go with friends. Go with friends. She's from Newark, New Jersey. Okay. She said she ain't Gina, B. Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy, child. Whew. Lord, people, y'all. Sex trafficking is real, guys. Keep an eye on your children and keep an eye, on your surroundings because people are crazy. But anyway, y'all, listen to that. Let me go to bed. I'm tired and I'm sleeping. So y'all, I'll be live on tomorrow. Make sure you guys on the way out hit the like button and I'll see you guys on tomorrow. Okay. Y'all have a good night and a good weekend if I don't see you. And thank you so much, Miss T with the T, for coming in.